So talking about weight loss and a long-term weight maintenance, we know that that is really challenging. Otherwise, we could lose weight and keep it off, and we wouldn't really be talking about all this and having such an issue in our society. Well, it turns out the brain is really good at defending against weight loss. It's not to say that lifestyle is futile, because we know that in those that have proper support, good motivation, the right life setting that can support change in behavior, nutrition, and movement, that around a quarter of people can lose more than 10% of their body weight and keep it off. And that is, we should applaud that. And, it's fantastic. And certainly a few percent will lose even more dramatic weight. And, but that's not the norm. And they had good fortune, a brain that cooperated. Probably they did have high values and strong values and intentions and discipline. So they should be, congratulated on that and the right life circumstances. But there's also likely some genetic, biologic thing that facilitated that super response. So that's just my thoughts on that. So we know that after weight loss, successful weight loss, that by 5 years, on average, 75% of that weight loss goes away. And so year after year, weight tends to increase. And that's a combination of things. One is that the deep brain's defending against weight loss through increased appetite, decreased expenditure of energy. The second is ongoing sustained lifestyle changes is challenging, both because of the increased appetite and the increased need for restraint long term, but also just because of the nature of our habits that we resort to. The brain has learned all of these things over time. It's kind of like a supercomputer that has its programming, and most of the time that works in our favor. But sometimes these old habits and programs are there and they're quite durable. They're tough to kind of rewire. And our life situation, we're kind of wired to not expend energy when we don't want to. That's just our inheritance there. So I guess taking the easy way out is a bit more of a negative way that I want to put it. But really it makes sense if we're trying to conserve our energy. Back in the day, running for no reason made no sense. We ran to get away from animals, or to chase an animal to try to kill it for food. So we conserved our energy, and we ate when we could. We ate as much as we could when we had access to it. And so that's the just kind of that hard wiring that's there. And so weight regain would almost be expected for most people after weight loss. And we shouldn't see that as a personal failure. It's a biology. And this is sometimes also the role that even with great lifestyle change that we should see, and say if there's a great weight reduction, we should kind of check in and monitor that body weight over time. And if there was medical complications from living with weight and weight is regaining, those symptoms are going to reemerge. And we should either address that with a shift in lifestyle or consider medical therapy, which can help maintain that weight for a longer period of time.